Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hi there.
So, here we go, guys. We got the Supreme Court rejecting Texas lawsuit and President Trump's bid to undo the election loss to Biden.
Right, and I don't like the feel of this. It just doesn't feel right. There's more to this madness.
Yeah, there is more. There's a lot more. So, this was another rebuff, a last ditch attempt. Now, this is out of MSN. We got MSN up, CNN up, Fox up, and Newsmax up. It's interesting just to look at the wording between the different channels too, because obviously this country is so partisan. It's so divided. It's, as we've been saying, irrecoverably divided. And so here, this is about the 4 states that were in question with, basically the thought that maybe things were not on the up and up, and we're going to just, be very careful about what we're saying. We just wanted to let you guys know the High Court refused to take up the lawsuit on Monday by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton that took aim at the election results in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia, and Wisconsin. And so they said Texas has not demonstrated a judicially cognizable interest in the manner in which other states conduct its elections. All under pending motions are dismissed as moot, the court said in an unsigned order. Samuel Alito, joined by Justice Clarence Thomas, said the court does not have discretion to deny the filing of a bill of complaint in the case that falls within our original jurisdiction. I would therefore grant the motion to file the bill of complaint, but would not grant other relief. And I express no view on any other issue. The decision by the Supreme Court not to wade into the dispute marks the second loss for Mr. Trump and his GOP backers this week. On Tuesday, the justices rejected a bid from Pennsylvania Republicans to overturn the results of the election there. And so it says the long shot lawsuit from Paxton, who was supported by 17 state attorney generals and more than 100 House Republicans, joined a flurry of legal challenges brought about by Mr. Trump and his attorneys that have been unsuccessfully sought to reverse the outcome of the presidential election in battleground states that were given to Mr. Biden. Federal and state judges have largely tossed out their lawsuits because they say they lacked evidence to support claims the election was rife with fraud. So, it's interesting because, the Supreme Court is 6-3 conservative majority. And, that might be surprising to some that this gets thrown out.
I know. And just remember, this is our chance. Our response is our responsibility. So, not to take this too much to heart for those that might be upset about it. Remember, this is a show. It's like a movie.
There's a drama playing out, and as we've been saying, all will be revealed, and the puppet masters will become more obvious, and we'll be able to see through. We are being able to see through all this. What it's doing though is it's definitely riling people up, and it still just doesn't feel like this is over yet.
No, I'm feeling like it's not over yet. I do feel there's going to be bigger things revealed.
Yeah, there's a lot being revealed. Just go and look at the headlines. There's so much being revealed all over the place, and the timing of different things. So, it feels like the inevitable splitting up, the divorce of the nation will happen. It's just a matter of at what time, and how. What's that going to look like? There's so much time still between now and Inauguration Day, for instance, and a lot could happen.
A lot could happen, so hang on to your seats.
Yeah, it's going to still be a wild ride. Make no bones about that. And I think you have frustration building up, on both sides. Right now, one side maybe a little bit more than the other. I think it's amazing that we really haven't seen too many overt acts of, chaos and destruction and things like that yet, and let's hope that that holds. There have been some horrible acts. We looked at a video that was on BitChute or Brightian, one of the two, that I forget who sent it to us or who showed us or how I found it. But they were portraying it, and it does show basically an attempt on somebody's life. And, the caption is that it's politically motivated, which I don't know if there is or isn't. I didn't see anything in the major news sources that were talking about this attempt saying that it was politically motivated, anything to do with politics, although that's what people were saying. Whether that's the case or not, who knows, really. I think there's going to be so much deception on every side that it could be very, very, it could make your head spin.
Well, that's even more of a reason to stand back and watch and not be emotionally involved, because I was thinking, the first thing I thought is, this is something to create loosh, to rile the people.
Oh, and it does create loosh, and loosh is basically energy that certain entities can feed off of the negative vibrational type. And so, we've been thinking about so many different things personally as well. We feel a pull to a certain area now that wasn't our first choice, and we want to go do some exploring, but at the same time, we're getting this, we still got this message coming through of just sit and wait, watch, sit, wait, watch, because as we're saying, this is not over yet, and things can change really, really quick. And, things could break out, if you know what I mean, in certain areas very fast, and things might not be so peaceful in some areas in the future.
Mm-hmm. So it's very important to be safe, stand back, watch the show, and just take good care of yourself right now.
Which is what we're trying to do. And it was very cold, but we went out and bundled up and did a hike in the snow. And honestly, I love hikes in the snow. I just love hikes in the snow. It's just, there's something about hearing the crunch under your foot, as Cindy says. And, I love looking at different tracks. And I think we found mountain lion tracks today, because Paul was 3 times at least the size of Zeke's, and he's 65 pounds.
I know, and the how far it went into the dry dirt too. That thing had some weight.
You weighed more than me. I think so, most definitely. So, guys, keep your spirits up and keep taking care of whatever type of preps you are doing, of the physical, mental, spiritual, and all different types. We need to look at all those things, because we are on this roller coaster ride together. And as always, thank you for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. God bless, guys. Namaste.
Namaste.